We actually do have two different bass in the lake. We have the northern strain of largemouth, and then we have the smallmouth bass, which are personally my favorite to catch up here. They're just a little more aggressive, a little more feisty fish, and they're just a lot of fun once you get one hooked. It's very fun, very aggressive fish, and that's one of the reasons why they're targeted by a lot of the pro tournament circuit. Most bass fishermen use artificial lures, so it's more of the game of manipulating the lure yourself to get the bass to bite it, which is personally one of my favorite parts about bass fishing. Bass are a warmer water species, so they go through different patterns, we call them. So sometimes they will be on the deep points in deeper water, but this time of year the water's just starting to warm up, so they're coming out of kind of like their winter hibernation, and they're hungry, so they're going to that warm water along the shorelines underneath the docks, and they're looking for food. And up here they mainly are eating bluegill and crayfish. For the pro bass tournaments, and actually the tournaments that we're hosting up here are artificial lures only. And it just kind of makes it a little more up to the fishermen, their skill with whatever type of bait they're throwing to determine, if they're catching fish or not. We're the only charter up in Big Bear right now that has a tournament style bass boat and actually actively fishes and targets the bass. Big Bear is known as a great trout lake, which it is a fantastic trout lake, and we do a lot of trout fishing, but not many people know about the bass up here. It gives you a different experience of fishing. Most of the charters in which we do on the boat we're on right now is we troll for trout. So it's more we set up lines, and then trolling is we're always moving at a slow speed, and we're run night crawlers, different spoons, and we're fishing for the trout, covering large areas of water when you're trolling. Bass fishing is all cast and retrieve. So you get out there, you actually are able to cast and manipulate the lures yourself, and it just provides a different experience than the trout fishing does. And then also the bass boat is designed to draw very little water, so it can operate in the very shallow water that the bass like to hang out sometimes. And then our boat, we just equipped it. We have all the latest sonar technology, structure scans. We just put an underwater camera on there, so it's a lot of fun. Get to learn the different technology maybe you're thinking about buying for your own boat, or just interested in. We have it all on that bass boat. We have our basic sonars that are just straight down. It'll give you depth of water, how the terrain looks, rises and falls, water temperature, and it'll also mark fish on there. And then Lowrance just came out with the new structure scan, which is actually side imaging sonar. So it's going to shoot off 100 feet on either side of the boat, and it really gives you a picture almost of exactly what you see under there. So when you're bass fishing in the deeper water, you're looking for structure, so rocks, stumps, old creek beds and stuff like that. So it really helps us pick our spots to know where the fish are going to be at. We're out here to help you as much or as little as you'd like on the fishing charters. So if you want to come out and just kind of see the spots we're fishing, kind of where the fish are that one pot, and we let you do the fishing, I'll take you to where I know they've been biting and let you have at it. If you're an inexperienced group, you may be your first time fishing, then I'll show you all the little tricks I know, how to rig up your rods, the techniques that I find are best, and then actually once we get you fishing, be able to adjust the mistakes you're making and just kind of make you a better fisherman. I'll clean all the fish if that's what, and I do for most of the charters with the trout, is we'll clean them up and get them ready for you to cook, and you can take them home and you're ready to go.